Turn on your camera glasses and start filming because we've got 5 crazy, cool, epic, awesome, funny, weird, wild, unexpected, true facts about spy gadgets. Number 5. Invisible ink. Use of invisible ink dates back more than 2,000 years to the ancient Greeks and Romans. It was first mentioned by a Roman writer who talked about using the milk of the Tithy Malus plant as a crude form of invisible ink. During the Renaissance, a new formula for invisible ink was developed, which was made by combining a pint of vinegar and an ounce of a chemical compound called alum. During the American Revolution, both sides used invisible ink. The British would put a letter in the corner of a piece of parchment to tell the recipient how to reveal the invisible ink. An F meant it was revealed by using fire. An A meant it needed acid. On the American side, George Washington instructed his spies to write their secret messages between the lines of a normal letter to help disguise it, or, quote, on the blank leaves of a pamphlet or any publication or book of small value. In the modern age of technology, the invisible ink method has become more or less obsolete. Unless, of course, you're passing notes in class. Number 4. Spy gadgets that hide in your clothes. In the 1960s, US diplomats in the Soviet Union preferred to get mail-order clothing and shoes from the West. The Romanian Secret Service took advantage of this by intercepting clothing shipments and installing transmitters in the heels of shoes. The Soviet Union also invented cameras so small that they were concealed inside a buttonhole. From there, a wire ran down to another button in the pocket where the user could click to snap a shot. And during World War II, the men of the British Air Force were outfitted with a brass button on their uniform that could be taken apart and used as a makeshift compass. The compass also glowed in the dark, which might help a lost soldier at night, but seems like it defeats the whole hidden button thing. Number 3. Secret maps hidden inside playing cards? That's right, during World War II, the British were master spies. They disguised maps as normal playing cards so that POWs or pilots who were shot down could have a chance to escape enemy territory. They printed maps on special tissue paper made from mulberry leaves that were durable and could be soaked and folded without getting damaged or creased. The maps were sealed between the front and back of a playing card and could be revealed by wetting the cards and peeling them apart. Each of the 52 cards contained a piece of the map, and the Joker cards showed you how to put the pieces together. And you know, it might have actually been a pretty fun puzzle to put together if you weren't in the middle of an active war zone. Yikes! Number 2. The CIA's Unmanned Underwater Vehicle. That's right, apparently the CIA spends their time and money on some pretty strange spy gadgets. One of the goofiest examples that was released to the public is a robofish named Charlie. The CIA's Office of Advanced Technologies and Programs developed the Unmanned Underwater Vehicle called a UUV, which they say was built to, quote, study the feasibility of unmanned underwater vehicles and other aquatic robot technologies for intelligence collection purposes. The UUV fish has a pressure hull in the stomach like a submarine, a stability system called a ballast, a communication system in the body, and a propulsion system in the tail. Why did they invent it, you ask? Well, nobody really knows, but my guess, they were up to some pretty fishy business. And finally, our number 1 fact about spy gadgets? The secret hidden inside the US Embassy seal. In 1946, the US ambassador to Moscow was presented with a big wooden carving of the Great Seal of the United States from some Soviet schoolchildren. That sounds adorable, but the ambassador was no fool. He knew the USSR was eavesdropping on everything he did. Every room of the building he was staying in was bugged, and the employees that worked there were spying on him. Even his belongings were searched when he wasn't there. So just to be safe, the embassy seal was scanned for bugs, but none were found. And so the seal hung in the ambassador's house for 6 whole years until one day, a bug was discovered, and it was completely by accident. A British radio operator at the British Embassy overheard American conversations on an open radio channel. He searched around to figure out where it was coming from, and turns out, it was the seal. The bug was made of such simple circuitry that it was totally missed by the original, more advanced scan. The incident was a big deal for the US Embassy and eventually showed the world that some of the most clever spy gadgets are also the simplest. So simple that they couldn't even find it. And there they are, 5 of the coolest spy gadgets ever invented. If you were a super secret agent, What would be your favorite spy gadget to use? Grappling hook? Gun inside a boot? Gun inside a ski boot? Hidden umbrella gun? Lipstick? Tent? Let us know by commenting below, and be sure to check out 5 Facts About Ninjas if you really like people who like to sneak around. And remember to subscribe to DreamWorks TV for new videos every day and new 5 facts every Tuesday. I'm your host, and I'm going to try out my brand new night vision goggles. Oh, hey, whoa, these actually work pretty well. Hey, who's that? I see creeping around the dark. Oh, hey, Mom. No, don't turn the lights on. That's going to really... Ow!